Hello, welcome back to another vlog. This is going to be a realistic day in the life of a potty training mum of 2 toddlers.
Potty's in the pram.
I'm only potty training 1. If you're new here, then my boys are 14 months apart and we're currently potty training our eldest son, Elliot, who is not yet 2.5. So if you want to see a realistic day of potty training, it is a weekend, so I've got my husband here with me. What it's like with 2 kids potty training for the first time, then keep on watching. Hello, welcome back to another vlog. As I just said, this is going to be a realistic day in the life of a potty training mum. Elliot has been potty training now for about 2 months. I'm going to be completely honest here. I don't think that we're through. I wouldn't say he's potty trained, like full stop. I would say that he's still potty training. He was doing really well. A couple of weeks ago he got a cold and I feel like we've all taken a step back. This is just going to be a really honest vlog, chatting through like what we've been up to and seeing what it's like getting out and about with potty training your toddler and having another baby. Jasper, if you're new here, our youngest son is 1, so we've got like an almost 2.5-year-old and a 1-year-old. So yeah, that's what's going to be in today's video. If that sounds good, then keep on watching. Obviously I'm keeping it as respectful as possible. I'm not going to be showing any clips of my toddler on the potty, so if there's like any weird angles, it's because I've popped the camera kind of out of sight, but you can kind of maybe hear the situation to keep it respectful for Elliot. So yeah, let's get into the vlog. I hope you enjoy it. If you do find it useful and you just want to see what it's like potty training and having 2 kids, then keep on watching. And if you like mum life and you're not already, then please do consider becoming a subscriber of mine. I'd love to have you. And with all that said, let's now get into it. It's a very early start this morning. Our mornings start in the living room where we all have a hot drink for the day. Boys have their milk and we have a cup of tea, and I also change Elliot out of his pyjamas because we've been putting him in this like all-in-one suit for bed, which is obviously not very practical for using the potty first thing in the morning. So I'll usually just put him in some comfy joggers or something like that before he uses the potty for the first time. I don't want pig. So after we have a drink, we change Jasper's nappy before we head into the kitchen for breakfast. Need the word with it, don't we?
Wee-wee, mummy. That's what you do.
What? Say a word? Yeah.
Jasper thinks it's funny saying wee-wee there.
Have it, I don't want it. It's nearly 8 AM, as I've probably already said. We've had an early start today. Oh, I don't want that down my top, that's really cold. Could you give it to Jasper? Thank you. We've had 2 wees on the potty already, and we're at that stage of potty training now where it's been a couple of months, hasn't it? Been about 2 months that you've been potty training, and I really need to work on letting him self-initiate a bit better because he's had a cold about a fortnight ago, and it sort of set us back a little bit, and his communication's been a bit hit and miss. So we're gonna let you communicate with us today, aren't we? But he's been like bringing the potty over to us and not saying anything. That's how he's been kind of telling us. So we're trying to say, like, that's good. It's a good way to tell us, but we also want words with it, don't we? Yeah, what words can you use when you need the potty?
My dada.
Daddy? You want to tell Daddy? What, do you know what words you use?
My dada, baby.
Yeah, Daddy, I need a wee-wee. Or Mummy, I need a wee-wee. And then that will help us know, won't it? Good boy. We're going to work on that today. So, yeah, 2 wees on the potty already. And we're going to sort of trust his lead a little bit more today. And now it's coffee time. Now Daddy's back in the room.
Hello.
Here's Daddy.
Hey.
I've just had a shower. Oliver's in the shower now. In Elliot's room. Just putting my double wear on. Put some makeup on, obviously. I think we're going to go out for a little walk because we got Elliot a balance bike the other day. I don't know why we didn't buy it for him in the summer. I really don't know why we didn't, to be honest, because they can have them from 18 months. So we should have got it for his second birthday. It's good counting. Oh, this is nearly empty. Whoa. So we might go to the park, like just like a kind of path that's got a good path. Then they can have a play. Then they're going to need an early nap. And then we might go out again later. So I'm going to show you what we take out with us. Like now that we're potty training. Once Elliot started potty training, I got the My Carry potty, which I'll show you in a bit. Which has been really good because it's so much more subtle than like carrying about a proper potty. I know that you can get like these foldable toilet seats, but we haven't done toilet training yet. We've just done potty training. So this like My Carry potty is really good. It's so convenient because it's like a little case that you can just stick under the pram when you go out. So that's what we take out with us. Then I take the changing bag out for Jasper. It's also got like, yes darling? Elephant! Good elephant impression, really nice, because they're very loud, aren't they? Yeah, we take like the changing bag for Jasper, because obviously he's still in nappies. And then in that I have like, I'll show you what's in my changing bag in this video as well, I think, like a quick. So we're going to take the potty out, the carry potty, the balance bike, the changing bag. There's a lot to take out when you're potty training. I wasn't prepared for this. Like,
Mommy, bus there.
Wheels on the bus. Okay, I'll put wheels on the bus on. Elliot likes me to put on wheels on the bus. That's my camera. Don't touch that. Hang on. I'll put wheels on the bus on.
There.
Hang on. Oh, what about Old MacDonald Had a Farm?
No, the bus.
Wheels on the bus. All right.
Bus.
Hang on. But I really, the singing in this one was awful. And then if Elliot hasn't kind of told me that he needs to go to the potty, I'm going to remind him that we have to go potty before we go out, or it's good to. Okay, right, Elliot, we're going to get you dressed into some better clothes. So we're going to the park. We're going to go in the car to the park so you can take your bike. Elliot? Green bike, yeah. Now, what else do we do before we go out? What do we do before we leave the house? Pardon? What do we do before we leave the house? Yes, we do a wee-wee. Right, I'd like you to do one. So push your trousers down. Elliot, come here. Push your trousers and pants down. Push them down. Come on, because we're going to go out the house, aren't we? And Mummy's going to do a wee-wee before we go out. Elliot, push your trousers down. Come on, I'd like a bit of cooperation now, because you've had all this time to be playing, and now you're playing. That I want to get you ready. Okay. Right, I'm going to push your trousers down. Lift your leg out, because we're taking these ones off now. Right, what are you going to do for me?
Pee-pee.
On the...
Pee-pee.
Good boy. Go on then. What do you need to do first? Elliot, what do you need to do first? Go on then. Push them down. Good job. Well done. I'll take your pants. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Your bum down.
Baby.
Okay, sit your bum down and get comfortable on the potty. That's it. Are you done? Let's go. Got your Paw Patrol pants? Here. Elliot's done a wee before we're going out, but we're going to take the potty with us anyway, just in case, but he shouldn't need it. He's not done number 2 yet, he's not done a poo, but for the last few mornings he's not been doing it first thing, whereas he was before. So we're going to get out now. Go to Daddy. Sit. Sit in your seat, excellent. Mummy's carrying the bike and the GoPro. Potty's in the pram. They've all got coats on. I'm just in a cardigan. No, I'm just saying, you've all got coats. Yeah, I'm the one with the cold and I've got a cardigan on. No. Oh my goodness! Oh wow, show Daddy. That's so big. Oh my god.
Look, Elliot, look, it's from this tree.
Look.
Look, it's from this tree.
That's like bigger than your head. Show me again. Oh wow! Is it like a flag? Lunch at 10:30. The boys are eating their lunch. It's very early. We're going to have a cup of tea. Then we're going to try and get them down for about 11 AM. That's the goal. Didn't need to use the potty at the park. Just going to wait for Elliot to hopefully tell us that he's going to use the potty before his nap at some point in the next half an hour. Now the kids are napping, I thought I'd just sit down and have a little chat with you and talk a little bit more about where we're at with potty training. Briefly said in the intro, we've been potty training Elliot for about 2 months now, and I just thought I would literally go into as much detail as possible. So around the house we have 3 potties. This is the potty that we have in the kitchen and playroom. It's the Fred and Flo one from Tesco's. And we also have a potty upstairs, and the reason we have so many is because we live basically in our kitchen and the playroom that I'm in now, and then we shut the door off into the living room. So we do also then keep a potty in the living room because we start our mornings in the living room, and it's easier to just keep a potty in there than a potty here. And then obviously we have a potty upstairs because we've got 2 stair gates, and if we were to be upstairs and Elliot suddenly decided that he wanted the potty, we'd be having to faff around with 2 stair gates, getting down the stairs, coming back up again. So that's why there's 3 potties. My husband thinks that we've got too many, but I personally think that it's better to have too many at the minute while we're in the early phases of potty training. I know that a lot of people say that they potty trained in a week, but I've got a little boy and I've got another little boy. I've got 2 sons, and you know, it's not been a quick fix for us. He's still learning, and I feel like it is a really big thing for a child to grasp fully. So it's been a bit of a, like, I think I said in the intro, we've kind of stepped back a little bit, and I feel like it's my fault as well. Where he was having accidents, I then started prompting him too much to use the potty, so I'm trying to strip it back and let Elliot self-initiate a little bit. So yeah, this is the potty that we've got in the playroom here. Then I also told you that I'd show you what our carry potty looks like. So this is the My Carry potty that we take out and about with us. It's really, really handy. It's not cheap. I think it comes in at about £30, so it's definitely not cheap for a potty, but it's so practical and it just doesn't feel so obvious that you're like potty training. Before we had this, we were taking like the potty out with us and it felt really, you just felt like you stood out quite a lot, but this is just so inconspicuous. Elliot could even carry it himself. That's what the back looks like. It does say My Carry potty on the back, and then so obviously you open it up and it's got the little potty like that. So that's what it looks like inside, and as I say, it's really, really handy. Elliot, like, he doesn't have any problems using it. So if you didn't have access to a toilet and he'd done like a wee or anything else in there, it seals perfectly, so you could carry it back and like empty it out wherever you needed to. We do try and use it in like public bathrooms, but there have been times where we've been at the park and we've popped it like behind a tree and he's used it, that kind of thing. So that's the My Carry potty. I will leave a link to that down below if you're interested in checking that out. So we always take that out with us at the minute because we don't feel like we want to push his bladder too much, and like if he was to say potty, we'd want to be able to give him a potty like fairly quickly. So even if we go like out for a walk, we'll take it under the pram, and then obviously if we're going out and about, it comes out with us at the moment too. But as I say, it's so inconspicuous, you just don't even feel like you've got it with you, and you can just pop it under the pram, and it's like peace of mind that you've got a potty. Should Elliot decide that he wants to go to the toilet or go potty, we've got it with us. So that's what we've been doing. So there are potties, that's the potty situations like in our house and like when we're out and about. Some other things, like I'll take in the changing bag now, I take like a small packet of antibacterial wipes just in case I wanted to like wipe the potty over after it's been on a public bathroom floor, or once he's weed in it, that sort of thing. So with Elliot himself, we're at the stage, as I say, I'm trying to get him to like self-initiate a little bit more now, because I do feel like I've been over prompting him too much because he'd started having accidents. I think you just feel a little bit like you want to prevent them, and yet I might be hindering him now that I'm prompting him too much. So we're going to try that today. I loosely followed the oh crap potty training method. You can Google it and it's kind of got the outlines, just read the sort of phases of that. That's what we loosely followed. And there was a time where we were trying to get Elliot to like push his own pants and trousers down, but we've kind of gone back to doing it for him. So we want to start encouraging him to do as much as he can by himself to prevent the accidents from happening. So we will sort of like push his trousers down and then see if he will go from there with his pants, because it is part of the whole thing. But I don't know if we were taking steps too fast at a time, because I didn't really ever follow anything too strictly, and we are kind of just winging it. And he was doing really well, and he is still doing really good. We'll have like days on end we have no accidents, and then like out of the blue he'll just have like a really random one, which I think is completely natural. So that's kind of where we're at with his potty training. I just thought I'd just try and fill you in as much as possible. I'm trying not to prompt him as much now, let him do a little bit more of the thinking himself, and if it does mean accidents, then so be it. But yeah, I think we're going to go out again this afternoon, so we will take our My Carry potty with us under the pram too. I think that's everything. Yeah, obviously Elliot wears a nappy at bedtime, and he was going for his naps in his pants because he requested it, and he was doing really well up until we had the cold, and he's kind of gone back a few steps, so we're back in nappies at nap time at the moment. So yeah, if you've got any questions, leave them down below, and let's carry on with the vlog now. But I thought I'd just chat to you about like where we're at with his potty training so far. Whoop, that's your right leg.
Mama's pants.
They're not clean, are they? Elliot's up from his nap. We'd taken his nappy off and he had like a bare bum, and we put the potty near him, and he just took himself over to the potty and did a poo and a wee on the potty. So that's good to know he's done his poo before we're about to go out. So yeah, obviously he had a bare bum, so it was easier for him to do that, but I still think that's, you know, pretty happy with that. So yeah, he's done the main thing that he needs to do before we're going out. Jasper's still asleep, we're going to wake him up soon. And then we're going to go out for another little walk, might take the bike again. I think my parents are going to meet us, so yeah, I'll let you know how we get on there as well. We went for a walk and ended up back at my parents' house, where we do keep another potty at theirs because we do go to their house quite often. What do you need to say?
The beach.
No, what's that in your hand?
Baby.
You want a wee wee, do you? Right, good boy. Come on then. Yeah, hold it, hold it. Hold it. Good boy. Push your pants down, front and back. Quick, front and back. Quick, push them down. You do it. Hold it. Don't do it. Do it on the potty. Good boy for bringing the potty over. That's good communication. Yeah, okay, I'll push them down. Oh, put it down, sweetie. Don't, you don't need to carry it to me. Well done. That was awesome. That's really good. I'll give you a high five. I know what you want. That was good. That was good communicating. You brought it over to me. We're back home now. We did a little walk. Elliot didn't really want to go on his balance bike, but he did walk. He didn't use the potty while he was out. He didn't ask to, and we didn't ask him if he wanted to use it. Then we went to my parents' house, and he also didn't sort of show any interest in the potty. And we did sort of say to him, because it had been a while since he last had used the potty, like, is there anything you want to do before you leave Grandma's house? And he didn't. So he held it until he got home just now. And you might have seen, I'm not sure if it caught the shot of him, he brought the potty over to me, which is good. So he's sort of communicating that he wants the potty, and he held on to it. But he did request a Percy Pig, which we have given into because Oliver is sick of hearing about Percy Pigs and wants to get rid of them. Percy Pigs are his kind of new obsession, aren't they, Oliver?
Absolutely.
So,
Percy
yeah.
Pigs and Diggers is all he's into.
Percy Pigs and Diggers are the new things. So I thought I would reward him because he did hold it all that time and then kind of communicate that he wanted the potty. Do you understand why you've got a Percy Pig? Why have you got a Percy Pig? As a reward?
Pig.
Say, because I was a good boy. Say, I was a good boy going on the potty. Good boy. But you don't get one every time you go on the potty, okay? Do you?
No.
You just get a well done or a high five. Yeah! Hello, Daddy.
Hello.
I've got a lot of washing to get in. I'll probably do that in a minute, actually. And then we're having halloumi burgers. I think they're going to have fish fingers for their dinner. Or chicken nuggets. See what they want. I'll give them the option. So around 5 p.m. we will aim to get dinner going and start the evening routine. So if you want to see our evening routine video in a bit more detail, I will leave some links to the ones that we've done down below. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this day in the life of a potty training mum of 2. And if you have, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you again really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.